Welcome back to another story, another anxiety story. Today I thought I would share my experience of doing YouTube and having anxiety. I think it's something that some people are like, I don't get it. Like, you are somebody that has anxiety and you can make videos online. Like, doesn't make sense. I've been doing YouTube videos since I was probably about 16 or 17. I'm now 25, so a very long time. And firstly, anxiety isn't always social anxiety. Anxiety, a lot of the time, when I've met people that don't really get anxiety, they've been like, you don't seem anxious, or I don't understand how you can do YouTube and have anxiety. Like, that doesn't make sense. Anxiety isn't always social. I don't have social anxiety. I could talk to pretty much anyone for pretty much any length of time. My struggles are with panic attacks and with OCD and like going a certain amount of time away from my house or doing compulsive behaviours and those kinds of things. That's what makes me anxious. I do not feel anxious talking to a random person I've ever met or making YouTube videos. Like, there's a certain element of feeling self-conscious maybe making YouTube videos, and I felt that way since I first started. But I don't really care what other people think about me making YouTube videos, and I don't really care about comments I get that aren't very nice. They kind of make me laugh quite a lot of the time. I thought I would share a little bit about this story of how I started YouTube. There was a day, I used to watch YouTube videos all the time of like people that just filmed random things about their life, or never really people that had anxiety like me. I don't remember anybody online at that time like being open really about panic attacks or like what their life was really like. A lot of social media back then, which was like over 10 years ago, was just sharing kind of highlights and sharing people going, I don't know, doing cool things and whatever else. There wasn't really many people talking about mental health problems. And I didn't really fully understand the extent of my mental health at that time, but I knew that I had anxiety. And there was one day that both of my parents were going away because my dad's going to be the best man at a wedding. And for me, my parents not being there and there being nobody around for if I had a panic attack was really scary. I remember like for days and days leading up to it, I was just so anxious about it. And I just kept thinking of all the things that could go wrong. What if I needed to go to the hospital and no one was there to drive me? What if I had a panic attack? All of these different thoughts. And I lived at home at this time too. So the house was empty and it was really scary. And on the day or the day before, I wrote a massive list of all the things that would be on TV. I got all the different kinds of food that wouldn't make me feel ill. I wrote down a list of things I could do while I was feeling anxious, like just prepared as much as possible. I think I even made my parents put out the sofa bed and like have blankets and stuff in case, I don't know, in case of what, I don't know. But these are all the kind of safety behaviours that I was doing to try and make myself safer, which obviously I now know they weren't going to make me safer, but they made me feel safer at the time. And so my parents left on the day. They were literally just going like half an hour away for the evening. They were coming back the same day, but I just found that really difficult at the time. And so I was like, you know what? I might just start vlogging. That's kind of something I can do to try and take my mind off it. And I just used my iPhone at the time. And I just talked to the camera about like, I'm feeling quite anxious about this and just trying to distract myself. And I remember my boyfriend at the time edited it together and we put it on YouTube. And I didn't really think that much of it. I didn't ever think that people would manage to find it, but people did find it. And I can't remember what I called the video. I definitely don't think it's still online. I think it's probably privated or deleted because it's probably extremely embarrassing. But I don't really remember like the reaction from that first video, but I obviously made many more videos since then. And like I would start filming videos about my panic attacks and about, what kind of things made me feel anxious and all those kind of different things. And I remember getting comments back and people being like, oh, like this is what I suffer with too. And I said, what? Other people have this? Oh my God, that's crazy. Like, I didn't know that. Like in your personal life, it's hard to kind of find people that struggle with similar things. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Can't believe another like 16-year-old is scared of their parents going away. How crazy. And so then I'd kept making more videos on like more subjects about things that I struggled with. And it was just like more and more people were like agreeing and like understanding. And It just felt so amazing. Like, it was just, I couldn't believe it. And people having the exact same type of anxiety with like agoraphobia and emetophobia and OCD, and then watching other people's videos that were starting to make videos about like phobias and stuff like that was like, oh my God, it's not just me that experiences this. It was really incredible, which is why I know that social media can be really hard for people, but I don't like it to be demonized too much, because it's something that really, I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for social media, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I would have as much of an understanding of myself. In fact, the journey I'm on right now, a lot of help that I've gotten is been from things I found through Instagram. Like, there's two therapists I follow on Instagram that are so great. They help me so much. And they're called, let me just try to remember what their names are. One of them is called Shannon Jackson, and she has a Instagram called A Healthy Push, and the other one is The Anxiety Whisperer. And I watched both of their videos, and they're both really great, and they're really helpful for me. Anyway, back on track with the topic. I did over the years get quite a few hate comments, like you can imagine, especially when I talked about specific subjects like feminism or anxiety and, you know, women and those kind of things. Some people didn't like that. I think I got a comment recently, which was not very nice. It was something about my weight or something. I have a nose ring, and I had somebody say once, what was it? It was really funny. The only reason she has a nose ring is because no one will put one on her finger. Something like that. I don't want a ring on my finger, and who cares? Like, it just doesn't really bother me that much. So I think that's why, yeah, YouTube doesn't really make that self-conscious. But I do remember one day looking, you can see like who's subscribed to your channel. And one day I was just like flicking through it, seeing if I recognized any names, or I don't know. I saw people from my school had followed, and I was like, oh my God, like, shit, what the hell am I going to do? Like, I can't believe people from my school watch videos. That's so embarrassing. Like, I'm obviously extremely vulnerable. I share like quite a lot about loads of different things. It wasn't just about anxiety. It was loads of different things. It was just like so scary. I remember, I think I messaged them and I was like, hey, I saw that you follow my YouTube. And they were really nice. They were like, yeah, we just enjoy watching your videos. And so, yeah, I can't really, for me, doing YouTube, I can't really imagine a worst case scenario. Like, the worst case scenario is somebody commented something horrible. I'm not really bothered about that. I'm always really safe online, and I never really share my location. I mean, the main thing I think is that people will watch it, your family, your friends, and people can be judgmental. But for me, I just managed to be like, well, I can't go my whole life worrying about that. Worrying about if this person sees this and then tells this person, what is the worst that's going to happen? They're going to tell each other. What are they going to say? They could say, oh, that's so weird, she does that. Okay. It's not going to affect me. Like, it's not something that makes me anxious. So I just thought that would maybe be an interesting story if you're somebody that has wanted to film YouTube videos before, or you're just curious about how somebody with anxiety can film YouTube videos. I'm fine filming YouTube videos as long as I'm not on holiday, as long as I'm not on a plane, or, you know, encountering somebody that's not well. I'm pretty much fine. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Let me know your experience with social media as well, with anxiety. Like, has there been certain things that have really helped or really made it much worse? Like, I would be really interested to know that. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.